The aspect of the end is one of the most useful items in Skyblock, since it allows you to teleport for an extremely cheap mana cost and does decent damage early game. However, no one really uses it for damage beyond that, since it just doesn't do much damage compared to some other weapons like the Living Dagger or Flower of Truth. Except there is actually ways to buff the aspect of the end's damage significantly, which is by applying the Warped Reforged Stone to it, which can only be added to an aspect of the end or void with a Warp Stone and a Reforge Anvil. This Reforge adds a whopping 165 damage and strength to it, and an extra 150 intelligence at legendary rarity, which is a gigantic damage boost. The Warp Stone is also only about 5 million coins in the Bazaar, and can easily be dropped on floor 5 of the Catacombs, making it relatively easy to obtain for newer players. Unfortunately, both the aspect of the void and aspect of the end still can be dungeonized, but are these weapons viable outside of dungeons for DPS? The answer to that might actually be yes. As you can see here, my Living Dagger does around 240,000 damage to this zombie. However, my warped aspect of the wind is almost 320,000 damage to the zombie, so an 80,000 damage difference. Now to be fair, the Living Dagger does go an extra 50% attack speed, and an aspect of the end does have 20 less damage than an aspect of the void. So Living Dagger would be doing a bit more damage overall, but a warped aspect of the end is still a solid competitor with it. I would say the warped aspect of the end is actually a solid weapon to use during the early mid-game phase that is quite underrated by most players as an alternative item for good single hit DPS, so I'll be rating it 7.5 out of 10 as a weapon.